sorry, this is the worst day of my life. The worst day of my life. That's an example of hyperbole, an extreme exaggeration. In literature, these come up all the time, and you say them all the time in your life too, I imagine. You ever say something is literally the worst? That's hyperbole.
Unless you're talking about Marvel movies.
True. Yeah, thanks. But why? Why do we use it? Why do authors use it? Why is it effective? Is it effective? Well, sometimes points are easier to make by making them ridiculous or extremely, impossibly silly. Sure, we might think it's absolutely nuts for people to have sandbags affixed to their person so that they can't move quickly or wear ugly masks so they're not prettier than anybody else. But these extreme examples help us build connections to less extreme things, to real-world things. A lot of what Vonnegut is doing here in Harris and Bergeron is exploring what happens when you take a noble goal, equality in this case, and make it extreme. What happens when everybody is not just equal, but the same? By doing this, it helps us reevaluate what it means to be equal. Does it make sense to put masks on beautiful people so they can't be more beautiful? Or does the very act of doing so undermine the whole concept that people should be comfortable with who they are? I think Vonnegut thought the latter. In short, there's a difference between everybody being the same and everybody being equal. There's a line that shouldn't be crossed when trying to create an equal society. But where is that line? Well, look at the characters in the text. They're physically altered and forcefully handicapped, tortured, to keep them from excelling at anything. Really, their personal freedom and right to exist has been taken away from them in the name of equality. Further, this isn't really a world where anybody would want to live. Sure, nobody has any unfair advantages, but at the same time, nobody's allowed to shine or be themselves. There are no great dancers, no great artists. Society has equalized itself to a standstill. It's probable that society will never get to the point where we're strapping heavy chunks of metal to people to slow them down. We can still learn from this story. We can use these exaggerated examples of equality to judge other aspects of our lives. And so I challenge you, just try it. Next time you need to make a decision, try exaggerating the consequences. See what happens. Meanwhile, I'll be here having the worst day of my life. Who designed these?